75 lakhs, 12.75 lakhs, and the illusion of freedom. The news broke on a quiet evening. A banner flashed across phone screens. TV tickets, TV tickers crawled faster than usual, and WhatsApp groups erupted with the same message, copy pasted endlessly as if repetition could turn excitement into truth. 12.75 lakh salary, zero tax. For a moment, the country exhaled. Rohit saw it while waiting for his cab after work. He stared at the number longer than he expected. 12.750. The words felt unreal, like a discount that sounded too good to be true, yet was very much real. He smiled. After years of watching his payslip bleed, bleed quietly every month, something had finally changed in his favor. Or so it seemed. The first feeling, relief. Rohit was exactly the kind of person this announcement was meant for. 32 years old, salaried, urban, earning just under 13 lakhs a year. No home loan yet, minimal investments beyond what HR automatically deducted. For years, tax season had been a ritual of mild anxiety. He would scramble in February, asking colleagues about ELSS funds, insurance premiums, and last minute fixes to reduce tax. It never felt empowering, just exhausting. Now, suddenly, the government was telling him, don't bother, no proofs, no forced investments, no paperwork, no panic. Just earn, spend, leave. For Rohit, this felt like adulthood without training wheels. The quiet redesign. Across the city, in a slightly older apartment, Ananya read the same headline very differently. She was 38, married, one child, a home loan, EMI that arrived with brutal punctuality every month, health insurance premiums, term plans, carefully planned investments that had grown quietly over a decade. She didn't smile. She opened her laptops. Under the new tax regime, almost everything she relied on, ATC investments, insurance deductions, HRA benefits, were gone, not reduced, gone. Her tax savings had not vanished overnight, but the reward for discipline had. The system no longer cared how carefully she planned. That unsettled her. Two lives, one policy. The budget didn't choose sides openly. It didn't say we favor Rohit over Ananya. It simply changed the rules in a way that made one life lighter and the other feel strangely heavier. For Rohit, the new regime was liberation. For Ananya, it was quite demotion of everything she had done right. The irony was subtle but powerful. The more structured your financial life was, the less this freedom helped you. The philosophy beneath the numbers. This wasn't accidental. The government wasn't blind to what it was removing. It knew exactly which deductions it was killing and which ones it was preserving. Employer controlled benefit state, individual driven planning was quietly dismantled. Why? Because individuals are messy. They make mistakes, they argue, they file disputes, they create complexity. Consumption, on the other hand, is clean. Consumption moves GDP, consumption boosts GST, and consumption looks good in charts and headlines. Savings don't clap, spending does. The new regime didn't ask citizens to save less, they simply stopped forcing them to save. And that difference matters. Freedom is not the same as wealth. Rohit noticed something within months. His bank balance looked healthier at the end of each month. He upgraded his phone sooner than planned. Subscription felt easier to justify. Weekend spending stopped feeling like a guilt and started feeling like a reward. Nothing dramatic, just softer edges to life. But savings didn't rise automatically. No system nudged him anymore. Earlier the tax code had been a strict teacher, now it was a silent observer. Ananya, meanwhile, did what disciplined people always do when systems change. She adapted, she ran numbers, she adjusted strategies, she accepted that the state no longer reward her habits and that would no longer reward herself. She didn't feel cheated, she felt alone. Who wins, who loses? The policy worked exactly as designed. Millions like Rohit felt immediate relief. Fewer forms, less fear, more cash flow. For them, the budget was a win. But the cost was invisible and delayed because the same system that frees people from forcing discipline also frees them from structure. And structure, once removed, rarely returns on its own. Those who already understood money would continue building quietly. For those who didn't, would consume happily until the future arrived and asked uncomfortable questions. The illusion reveals itself. One evening, months later, Rohit overheard a colleague say something that stayed with him. Zero tax doesn't mean you're richer, the colleague said casually. It means the government stopped babysitting. That silence lingered. Rohit realized the budget hadn't made him wealthier, it made him more responsible. Without asking if he was ready, The leash was gone, the road was open, and the direction was entirely his choice. A quiet ending. The story doesn't end with villains or heroes, it ends with divergence. Some people will take the extra money and build assets deliberately, replacing tax force discipline with conscious strategy. Others will mistake relief for progress. The budget didn't choose which path anyone takes, it simply stepped aside, and in doing so, it revealed something uncomfortable but honest. Freedom is powerful, but only to those who knows what to do with it. Everyone else will learn slowly or too late.